autoerotic.com.
So I got a press release from Fandango, but there's really interesting data in this, talking about the most anticipated movies of the summer.
Okay.
So here's this list. Let's see.
Let's take
Number one, Toy Story 5. No, number 2 is Spider-Man. Number 3, Devil Wears Prada 2. And I can confirm that is.
I know that. I get that. Yeah.
Okay.
A lot of
first movie was actually good. Yes.
Yeah.
Number 4, The Odyssey. Number 5, the new Scary Movie. Moana. Number 6. Number 7, Minions. Number 8, Mortal Kombat 2. What's at number 9? Supergirl. And number 10 is Insidious, the sequel. Some Insidious sequel. Anyways, it's a bad graphic, but the press release goes into a lot of the data. They surveyed 5,000 moviegoers, 18 to 70. So that's crazy.
Odyssey's lower than I thought. I thought Odyssey would be number 1.
I think Odyssey might, what we're seeing, the casting, it'll be epic with a blaring score. It'll have all those Chris Nolanisms, but every once in a while, even Ridley Scott, they have a movie that just doesn't land. This could be it.
Now that I look at this list, aside from a couple movies there, it's not spectacular.
No, it's not.
Mortal Kombat, that looks fun.
Yeah, that looks fun.
Yeah.
Minions movies are all kind of whatever.
I hope Scary Movie is great. I want that to be good. So I want them to just take the gloves off and rip the shit out of everybody. And I think this is a good time to talk about it. So SNL made that skit and they finally started clowning fucking Hollywood. And I said it in my video, where the fuck you been? Because this shit has been easy to make fun of. I hope Scary Movie does that. When South Park ripped Kathleen Kennedy, and they also ripped the fandom, but they went soft. I think they thought they were going harder by having the fandom be Cartman. I didn't see it that way at all, dude. And I think they could have gone way harder on the other side, and they didn't, and they went soft on Kathleen Kennedy at the end too.
Yeah.
But it was still good. And nobody picked up on it. Nobody picked up on how popular that episode was. And I know what South Park is now, but that episode was great. I hope Scary Movie does something like that and just rips the shit out of everything. I don't know if they can, but we'll see.
But the fact that Supergirl is so low, after Mortal Kombat 2, which I want to see.
Yeah.
It's at number 9. That must be concerning. And look, freaking Minions. It's number 1 is Toy Story 5. Number 2, Spider-Man. I would think
Minions 70.
Minions.
How many fucking Minions movies have there been? My wife loves
the fourth one.
They're adorable.
they're I don't know. They're entertaining for the 90 minutes in your.
I can't tell you how happy I am that my kids are grown up and I don't have to watch those movies anymore. Because I watched them all. Is it the third one? It feels like there's more Minions, but I think I'm mixing up with the movie they're from. Why am I blanking on it?
Despicable Me.
Despicable Me. That's right.
But that's a pretty large sample of people. 5,000 moviegoers.
Yeah, there was another list. Jeremy brought it up that showed the Odyssey being the most anticipated movie. Maybe it was of the year. It's Chris Nolan taking on the Odyssey. So at least just from a pure interest standpoint, you would think that would be number 1.
I mean, opening night is sold out already for screenings. And Dune Part 3, the 70 millimeter IMAX screenings all sold out for the first week.
Yeah.
There was an eBay ticket sold for $1,000.
$1,000.
Crazy.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait. There's gonna be they'll do it's for the 7:00 shows, but other showings will release. They'll do a showing at 6 a.m. Fine. I will see Dune Part 3. I'll probably get to see it in 70 millimeter IMAX for a press screening because they're gonna push that for awards.
It's worth seeing stuff in 70 millimeter.
Absolutely.
It's gorgeous.
100%.
Absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, but now that I'm seeing all the summer movies all lined up there, I'm like, it's not that great. It's not that great. It really isn't.
This graphic.
So let's take a look. We have zoom in on it. We have a 5th Toy Story. It's number 1. We have in this series, we have a 4th Spider-Man, but in Spider-Man, there is it's 9. So a 9th Spider-Man movie. We have a sequel to a movie from 20 years ago that was really popular, but it's still a sequel. Okay, the Odyssey, we can't call it original, but nobody's really taken on the Odyssey like this, right? It's been done before, but they haven't made it. I miss the Hollywood epic. I miss it so much. So that's why I really wanted this one to be good. Then we have, is this the sixth scary movie? So we have a sixth. So this is a sixth movie in a series. So we have fifth movie in a series, ninth movie in a series, second movie in the series, first real genuine. Okay, I'm doing air quotes on that one. Expensive movie on the Odyssey. A sixth movie in a series. We have a remake of an animated movie with Moana, a live action remake of an animated movie,
which looks to be pretty much 1-to-1 the movie. They learned their lesson. Just remake the movie. Lilo and Stitch. They learned the lesson. Just do the movie. Don't make a lot of changes.
We have a third or fifth or 10th Minions movie.
Yeah, that franchise.
Mortal Kombat 2. All right. It's been done before, but Mortal Kombat 2. And Supergirl. Technically the second Supergirl movie, but we just had a Supergirl series, and there was a version of Supergirl in Flash.
Yeah.
And then Insidious sequel. So we don't have a lot of first movies.
No.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, so this summer looks really kind of bleak now. Now that I see it laid out.
Yeah, you see it like that, you're like, oh.
These are the ones. I'll forward you the article.
I think best weekends will be Super Mario Galaxy, which is a sequel. It's not summer technically, but Toy Story 5 is going to make a ton of money. Minions will make a bunch of money. Spider-Man's going to make a bunch of money. I think Devil Wears Prada will be profitable for sure. Again, we're kind of in the era of slop.
Yeah. I mean, these movies are not AI. None of them are AI, but they might as well be. Like half of these could be made in AI.
The only reason Hollywood hasn't gone full bore on AI is just they're worried that their own people will revolt. But once that, it's a war of attrition. So once they've worn them down, they're going to start using, because they're going to be able to listen. They're going to sit down with the actors and go, we're going to be able to give you more money, you actor, more money, because we're saving a ton on special effects and blah, 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 blah. Sure, it's going to cost half this town their jobs, but you're going to give us. So eventually the actors are going to go, okay. And we already have directors going, yeah, there's a bunch of AI movies coming. Big name directors. They're already starting to embrace it.
Darren Aronofsky with that American Revolution series. And also I've got so many articles, the Hollywood turning into the new Detroit. And this is the comparison. I'm from Detroit. I grew up in Royal Oak, Michigan, just outside of Detroit, a few miles. I saw the aftermath. I wasn't around at the height in the 60s when they made cars in America in Detroit. There were Polish people that came. People came from immigrants from all over to build this workforce. And on one person's salary, working in a factory, could buy a house, raise a family. Wife didn't have to work. It was a different time. Then the riots happened in the late 60s in Detroit. Drove people out. The auto industry slowly crumbled and left. Detroit is a shell of what it used to be. A shell. You can see the future of Hollywood. That's what it is. And now they make cars all over the US, in Mexico, other parts of the world. Fine. We're seeing that with movies. Hollywood used to be the center. That's where it all came from. The biggest movies in the world came from one place, made in one place. That is no longer true now. All the below the line workers, they are suffering. They're out of work. They're having to change careers. Sony announcing layoffs.
Yep.
And we haven't even heard, because of the WB acquisition by Paramount, what are those layoffs?
Those layoffs are going to be bloody.
Yeah. Yeah.
It will be a bloodbath.
Oh, here you go.
Yeah, Sony Entertainment layoffs underway as studio refocuses on growth drivers by getting rid of people. The number being pink slipped is estimated to be, in the end, a few hundred from a global staff, which is north of 12,000. Those positions impact are largely in the junior and middle management. That's usually who goes first. The layoffs, we're told, are targeted and strategic and not a mere cost-cutting exercise. Yes, they are. Don't say that.
There will be no top execs let go.
You want to save
You're
money, get rid of half of your fucking board. The current move by Sony Pictures Entertainment chairman and CEO Ravi Ahuja is so the conglomerate can be better lean into growth oriented strategies. Oh boy, it's corporate speak. I can't do it.
Yeah.
I can't do it. Make go away. Fuck off.
And J.J. Abrams, add that in. I mean, this is distressing, and we've got people like my friend Jim Agnew is like, Hollywood's not, I make movies other places. I generate and make smaller indie movies. Can't make them in California, cannot make them.
No, and that's not going to change. And those the tax credits that were supposed to come from Karen Bass and Newsom were dropping the bucket, and it's not slowing anything, and they don't care. And I can't remember if it was San Francisco or LA. I was watching a video where by percentage, Detroit has more, I think it was San Francisco. Detroit has more building occupancy than San Francisco.
Really?
Percentage. Yep. Because they've been on an upswing.
But there are also, I'm seeing a lot of YouTube videos of abandoned cities where they're just like, oh, this used to be a thing. It's abandoned. And there's a whole thing of, I know you're not keeping up with the LA mayor's race.
No.
But there's a whole thing of restaurants, like classic restaurants that are gone, like Kohl's. It was like a restaurant out of a different era, like the 40s. And they had a roast beef dip that was amazing. You could get an old fashioned there that was incredible. I mean, that restaurant was amazing. Gone. Lucy's El Adobe on Melrose Avenue, across the street from Paramount. It's a Mexican restaurant. Amazing food. I remember the taste of the salsa was so good. There was a cool bar area in the back. You'd hang out. There are pictures on the wall of people like Shatner and Nimoy. Because they shot Star Trek at Paramount, they go to Lucy's El Adobe to hang out after shooting. That restaurant is gone. There's so many, these are businesses that have been around forever and they can't make it.
The thing is, though, we keep hearing this and nobody in LA changes anything. And I think any sympathy the rest of the world had is gone. They're like, well, sorry, you keep voting in the same fucking people. We cannot believe the polls, but I would not be surprised if LA voted Bass in again, and then you just kind of get what you get at that point until you learn. California has driven out a lot of the people who would have voted the other way too.
Right. It's driven out people who couldn't afford to live here, who moved somewhere else to vote the same way that got them into this mess.
The thing is, LA is bitching at, Hollywood is bitching that all this production is going away, and who was one of the biggest financial backers of Karen Bass? Jar Jar Abrams.
Right.
Then he leaves.
Do not see it. It's infuriating.
It is.
Nerderotic.com. Please subscribe.